Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies. Welcome to the Simpsons Springfield Zombies. I really wanted to test out this map because it sounded interesting. Back in World at War, one of the most popular zombies maps, randomly, for custom zombies anyway, was the Simpsons Custom Zombies map. It was basically just the Simpsons house, and I guess there was a little bit of their yard as well, and they retextured a lot of the weapons themselves. Like, a lot of the guns had like a Simpsons Springfield looking camo on them, but aside from that, there really wasn't a whole lot to it. And it looks like this map is going to be pretty much the same, although it doesn't look like we can actually go inside any of the houses. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a survival map, honestly, because of how small it actually is. They took a couple of places from around Springfield and decided to use that as the backdrop for the map itself. We're kind of enclosed in here with a fence, and then we have Moe's Tavern, King Toots music store, then we got Flanders' house, the Simpsons house, and then, of course, the Springfield Church right across the street. Obviously not to scale, right? Obviously not to scale. So I guess the goal for this is to try to survive as long as I possibly can. That's what I like doing on here. Wait a minute. Never mind. It looks like maybe we can actually go inside one of these buildings. So Moe's you can go inside of. Can we go inside of King Toots? Okay, I don't think so because Widow's Wine is right there. What about Flanders' house? There's no door on Flanders' house. Okay. Maybe we'll check the back. Are the perks is here by default? We must turn on the power first. All right. All right, doesn't look like we can go inside Flanders' house or King Toots unless there's maybe a back door to King Toots. I'm not entirely sure. What about the garage? The garage door to Flanders does open. It certainly does open. Now let's go ahead and check this out right here. Okay, so we get inside of the church. Then maybe the Simpsons house as well. Okay, not the front door, but certainly the garage. All right. I apologize for the minor cut right there. For some reason, we're getting weird FPS issues here, and I want this to be like a true live first impressions of the map, so I don't want to have to restart because I'm having FPS issues. But I think it's been resolved. I think we're going to be okay here. So I guess the goal is keep on knifing into a freaking kaboom. Into a freaking kaboom. And I guess we should check out some buildings. What one do we check out first? I mean, the Simpsons house seems pretty good, especially considering... Wait, is the box out back? No, it's actually going to be in there. All right, I like the little sign right there. Pack-a-Punch is behind the Simpsons house. I assume the power is going to be inside one of the buildings. All right, so the map itself is already a little bit more than what I anticipated. I was worried that it was just going to be a very basic, bare-bones map. And to an extent, it kind of is, but I thought we weren't even going to be able to go inside any of the buildings. So let's check out the church, I think. For some reason, I have a good feeling with the church. All right, Reverend Lovejoy is right here up against the wall. And double tap can be found inside of here. I'm not liking this. All right. Kind of by enclosing myself in here. So not a lot inside the church. What else could be in here? All right. We got Moe's. What is cheapest? Moe's is 5,000. So I imagine something big is going to be inside Moe's. You can't go in King Toots. Can we go behind Moe's? I didn't check that. No. We can't go behind Moe's. Okay. Wait a minute. I should be able to grab this without the power, correct? All right. Yeah. There we go. Let's check out Flanders. Flanders is probably cheaper then, right? 1,500. That's really cheap in the grand scheme of things. All right, so inside of Flanders' garage is the power. Got some boxes, some stuff here. The wall is not completely attached to the floor, but that's okay. Well, I don't have enough points to really do anything else. How much is this BMP going to be? 1,300. Not a big fan of that. I need... You know what we should have done? How much is the Simpsons house? 2,000? We should have just went to the Simpsons house and got the box. Because otherwise, can we go in the back door? We can't go in the back door. Okay. Fair enough. Well, the power is turned on. I can buy perks now, but I would much more like to buy a gun. It's round 4, and apparently... This is insane, right? So I've made how many zombies videos in the past, and I'm going to be making more in the future. I didn't even realize that you can knife... a zombie will die in 3 knives on round 4. I had always assumed, watch this, 1, 2, 3. I'd always assumed, you guys told me about this in the comments of my last video, I'd always assumed that the amount of knives it required to kill a zombie was based off of what round you were on. It's 1 for round 1, it's 2 for round 2, it's 3 for round 3. I just assumed it'd be 4 for round 4, 5 for round 5, and so on and so forth. And that's why knifing just isn't viable at all at those higher rounds. Wait a minute, why am I about to nade these guys? I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, down you go. Okay. Don't you like it when the crawlers are sometimes faster than the zombies themselves? It's like their arms are stronger than their legs. Well, just buy the VMP here so we have a gun. There we go. I am... Oh, whoa, friends. I am so lucky when it comes to getting these death machines, I swear. I seem to get them all the freaking time. Let's kill off this zombie here. So hopefully, yeah, so hopefully it turns into round 5 quickly. So we can just use this to our advantage and kill off a bunch of people. I love The Simpsons. Now I'm going to run... Oh, gosh, it's going to be terrible. I'm going to run this idea by you guys. So, I've always been a big fan of The Simpsons. Ever since I was a kid, I loved watching The Simpsons. I loved everything about The Simpsons, really. In fact, growing up, we lived out in the country, so we were not able to actually get cable television. So we had to get satellite. Now, the satellite that we had, and I'm not sure if this was a nationwide thing. Perhaps some of you had this, maybe some of the older ones. It was called Prime Star. We had satellite television called Prime Star. I'm not sure if that was only around Pennsylvania or what, but it was called Prime Star. And so we had that, and on Prime Star, we did not have The Simpsons. The Simpsons was knocking my controller over here. I'm using a keyboard and mouse, but my controller's on my desk. My desk is very cluttered, as you guys may imagine, as somebody who has a gaming PC, 2 monitors, an Xbox, PlayStation, Xbox 360, just lots of stuff on this desk. But we had Prime Star, right? And we did not have The Simpsons, which was unfortunate, but my mom had a friend who lived in town who did have cable. And so back then, she would record The Simpsons with her VCR. She would set a recording every night on, I think it was Fox, and she'd record The Simpsons for us. And so every like month or so, we'd get like a new VHS tape just full of The Simpsons and commercials and all. I don't know what ever happened to those, to be honest, but The Simpsons were great. I think part of the reason why I liked them so much was it was hard to. It was a show that wasn't like readily available for me or anything like that. It had all the fun of like animation, but it would also had like, I don't know, not really it's very tame in the grand scheme of things. Like there's adult humor and stuff in there, but it's also smart humor, and I don't know. It was a nice transition show for young me going from only watching Nickelodeon to watching other things, I guess. So I loved watching The Simpsons growing up. And as a result, I had some Simpsons video games. Right, I had The Simpsons Hit and Run, which was obviously a fantastic game on most accounts. Then, of course, I also had The Simpsons Road Rage. Now, The Simpsons games are well known for being terrible. I think a lot of people consider, at least what I read online, The Simpsons Skateboarding to be one of the worst video games of all time. Now, that automatically makes me want to play The Simpsons Skateboarding. But The Simpsons Skateboarding came out for PlayStation 2, and there is an emulator you can get for the PS2. PCX something or other, right? I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I just realized I don't have Jug, but whatever, we'll be fine. It came out for PlayStation 2, and so you would need a PlayStation 2 emulator or just a straight up PlayStation 2 to be able to record. Oh wow, getting stuck here. To be able to record that particular game. So I downloaded this emulator, PCX, whatever. But apparently, to be able to like run it, you need to have like, I don't know, some sort of a key. Like to prove that you actually own a PlayStation 2 to be able to run that particular emulator. I don't know. It's really confusing. It's a little bit of an odd system. I should just upgrade this thing, to be honest. I'll just shoot zombies and get points. So that basically didn't work. Yeah, I have Dolphin, which is of course an emulator for the GameCube, and with Dolphin, you can play The Simpsons Hit and Run. You can play The Simpsons Road Rage, but not skateboarding. And honestly, I really wanted to play skateboarding a little bit, but. With that out of the way, I don't know, I've considered doing a playthrough of, like, The Simpsons Road Rage, which was basically like a Taxi Driver clone, where basically the whole point of it is you pick random, Simpsons characters, and there's an entire campaign. I guess the main story, which is revealed in the opening cinematic, is Mr. Burns bought out the entire transit system and jacked up the prices a lot, and so as a result, the citizens of Springfield are making their own taxis, and they basically drive around Springfield. You pick up various Simpsons characters, and you take them to their destinations, which are various Simpsons places all throughout the map, like the church, Moe's, Flanders' house, the school, stuff like that. So I went back and I played it a bit. Did not age well. It's a PlayStation 1 game. Let's open up this house here. Hey, all right. So it got Homer in there. That's from the episode where they went to space. Let's open the box here. Jug is not in here, huh? Anything good? How anticlimactic is it that I got the Pharaoh? But yeah, it did not age well. A lot of the buildings are kind of just like JPEGs in the background. There are some glitches. I don't know, It looks like it'd be a fun game to play through, honestly. But if you look it up on like how long to beat, I think it says something like 8 hours or something like that. People say to be able to beat it, which honestly, like when I hear that, when I hear 8 hours to beat a game, like if I were to sit down one day, it'd take me all day to beat that game for a playthrough. But at the same time, an 8-hour Let's Play isn't very long in the grand scheme of things. You guys know like how long my episodes are. They're usually half an hour, so we're talking like a 16-episode series, maybe, if I were to play through that game. The Simpsons Hit and Run is a much better game, but I think it's also like a bit more big scope. Like it's gonna take longer to actually beat. But I think it'd be fun to actually play through and beat that as well, though, because I don't remember it very well. I remember some things about it. I played it all the time growing up on my PlayStation 2, believe it or not. See, Dolphin, that game came out for PlayStation 2 and GameCube. And so even though I played it on PlayStation 2 growing up, I can still emulate it because it was also for GameCube, and Dolphin's a GameCube emulator. Whereas The Simpsons Skateboarding only released for PlayStation 2, therefore you need a PlayStation 2 emulator specifically, and that's why you can't just have that. You have to have like some sort of a code. I have a PlayStation 2 somewhere. I think it's still at my mom's house or something. But you apparently need to grab a code for it. I don't know. It just seems way more complicated than I want it to be. But I think it'd be fun to do like a Simpsons-themed Let's Play. I don't know. That's the fun of Near's Let's Plays for me, is I just play through whatever, do whatever, you know. All right, so we got one building left open. I assume this is where Jug is going to be hidden. We got Moe's here. Okay. I like it. I like it. There's Moe. There's a teddy bear. Can we go in the back door? You can't go in the back doors. Those will take us to the bathroom, I suppose. Huh. All right, well, I guess we should just go ahead and kill off some zombies here so I can get Jug, and then we'll run around. We'll see if there's anything else to the map. So I just love to hear what you guys think about that. I'm not guaranteeing anything. Don't take this as like you know, a Simpsons-themed Let's Play is going to be starting soon or anything like that. I'm just throwing out some feelers right now. I'm just seeing what you guys think, because I've got those games ready to go, and I've messed around with them a little bit. And of course, with the Dolphin emulator, it's great because you can it saves, like, you know, you won't have to like start over or anything like that. So, I don't know. I think it'd be fun to do something along those lines. And what's cool about it is there isn't a lot of those Let's Plays on YouTube to begin with, you know. I think one of the reasons why Game Dev Tycoon, and I know there's going to be one person like, you still didn't finish that series. I think one of the reasons why my Game Dev Tycoon series was so popular was there wasn't just a lot of people playing Game Dev Tycoon. So, like, I don't know. I mean, there are plenty of big channels who are like, let's try this. Then, you know, they played it for a few videos or something. But in terms of like a full Let's Play, like, I think I'm the Game Dev Tycoon guy on YouTube, which is kind of weird, honestly. Because, like, you guys see, like, how many views per video, you know, Near's Let's Plays typically gets. An average episode of Game Dev Tycoon has, like, 20,000 views or something like that. Like, all my views for that Let's Play are people searching for it and, like, finding it from, like, the YouTube search results and the related videos and stuff like that. It's randomly got popular. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to play through that. I've also, I've been on a bit of a nostalgia spree as of recently, and Cypher and Jiro will tell you this, although I guess none of you really talk to them, but I've been on a kick with Nicktoons Racing. I haven't really been able to play it. I think I would need a PlayStation 1 emulator. So, Nicktoons Racing is one of many, many, many Mario Kart clones that came out. It came out, I think, in the year 2000. And it's what you might imagine. It is a Mario Kart clone, but it's all like 90s Nickelodeon characters. And all the maps and stuff are also based off 90s Nickelodeon characters. There's a game that I played a ton growing up, which is kind of the focus of this channel, is playing games I guess I played a ton of growing up, along with some other stuff, of course, I started playing as a teenager and an adult. But, so you got, like, the Angry Beavers and Cat Dog, a couple of Rugrats characters, Mob Real Monsters characters, and there's an entire story mode to it. It came out for PlayStation as well as Windows, I think. And so I downloaded the Windows version. Believe me, I would like to purchase it. Like, you can, like, I guess you can, via Amazon, purchase the actual Windows game itself and have it be sent to you, disc and all. But it's only like buying it off of Amazon or off of eBay from like a random person. It's not like, you know, you can officially buy it from like Nick.com or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame because I don't like having to resort to emulation when it comes to trying to play games. I'm all for paying for the games I'm going to play, but that's just one of those games where it's like very hard to actually be able to go ahead and do that. So I may just need to get a PlayStation 1 emulator because I downloaded the Windows version of it, and it just was very buggy. Would make my computer almost freeze. It's not as if it's a virus. It's because it automatically tries to install like some sort of like old like Windows Media Player, like a very old version of it. The game itself is so old that while you're installing it, Hasbro Interactive asks you to, and this is like, you could tell it was like made in the 2000s. It's like Hasbro Interactive asks you to either fax in or mail like your copy of like a code from the game or something like that to get some sort of a reward or something like that. Like stuff that happened like way back in the day. I remember like watching television. They would be like, you know, mail in to this address or whatever to enter our contest and stuff. It's like all before the internet, you know. And so I think it'd be fun to play through that game as well. How long could it take to beat Nicktoons Racing? Really? Really? How hard could it really be? But I think it'd be fun to... I think it'd be really fun to go ahead and play through a game like that as well. Maybe not even like do a full playthrough, but maybe why not do a full playthrough? Especially if the episodes are relatively long. Like the last thing I would want, and we got Deadwire. Deadwire's kind of boring. The last thing I would want to do is do like a 40 episode series and just drag it out way longer than it needs to be drug out or anything like that. I wouldn't want to do that, but I think it'd be fun to play through. And just, I don't know, all these games I played, I like Turned. All these games I used to play growing up. Another one actually started off this channel with 4 episodes of that game before stopping for some reason, which is a common theme amongst Let's Play channels, especially in the early days. But South Park Rally, another Mario Kart clone, but based off of South Park characters. I don't know, there's a lot of like retro, old school games I think it would be fun to play. Because when it comes to... I've talked about before, when it comes to Nero's Let's Plays, the channel's not about breaking the bank. Believe me, I don't break the bank when it comes to Nero's Let's Plays. It does better than you might imagine in terms of like the ad revenue and stuff like that I earn from this channel, because something about long-form content in combination with search results. Like a lot of my videos that get popular on this channel are not necessarily from my own subscriber base, but rather it's a random obscure thing that, not a lot of people are doing. And so as a result, if people search for it on YouTube, they end up finding it. For some reason, those search result views are much better than sub box views. I think it's because a lot of people that, get a lot of stuff from that spend a lot of time on YouTube, or maybe like, click on related videos or search for stuff. For some reason, just they typically don't have ad blocker, to my understanding. And so the videos do a lot better. Like in terms of like average CPM, like this channel does a lot better than Nero's Cinema. It just doesn't earn nearly as much money because there's a lot less views, honestly. I mean, that's just kind of how it always is. But Nero's Let's Plays has never been about the views, never been about breaking the bank or anything like that. It does fine. It's worth my time. Some people say, like, how is the channel even worth your time? It's definitely worth my time. It's a fun side project. I like messing around with this channel. I love being able to post whatever. Like, yesterday's video randomly did well. Just like, here are my thoughts on the DLC. Bam, just throw it out there. Whereas, near Cinema, I feel as though people, this wasn't that professional a video. It was a live comm. It was one take. There was a car that drove by in the background. You didn't edit that out. You didn't do this. And I don't know. I feel as though near Cinema, people just like to nitpick more. Whereas Nero's Let's Plays is a lot more fun. And I've tried posting, new games as they come out to, because I want to play through the new game. But those videos never are successful. What's usually successful is just what I want to post. If I want to post, some South Park Rally, bam, let's post some South Park Rally. And randomly those videos will probably end up doing well, and I have a lot of fun in the process. Nero's Let's Plays is great. I often wonder what would it be like if, I put all my time and attention into Nero's Let's Plays over the past couple of years, and I don't know where it would be, honestly. I don't think it would be as successful as Nero's Cinema. I'm very happy he was turned. I don't think it'd be as successful, but what's great about it is, I don't know, Nero's Cinema can be the channel where it's like super high effort all the time. Nero's Let's Plays is just a fun place for myself as well as fans to just hang out and play some video games. Not even necessarily popular video games, sometimes obscure video games. It just mess around and have fun. And that's what Nero's Let's Plays has always been to me. That's why I really enjoy it. I really do enjoy Nero's Let's Plays, which just passed 10 million views lifetime, which is pretty cool. And we would get a death machine right here. We would get a death machine. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're end off the video there. I'm pretty positive we have explored everything. We're going to take one final look here and see if there's perhaps something we didn't notice. I need to take away the death machine. Let's see. There might be a secret somewhere. Maybe a buyable ending? It seems like a kind of map that would be great to have a buyable ending, because otherwise you're just kind of like doing nothing. It feels like. Huh, double tap, that would have been helpful, huh? What else do we have here? Quicker. I'm gonna buy the quick revive just in case I get put down by one of these dogs. I would like to explore the map one more time. Just make sure that we're not missing out on anything. So Mosey... Oh! Oh, there is a buyable ending! 30,000 points, that's it? Whoa, you guys... Oh, no, no, no! No, friend! Woo! They caught me on the reload. They caught me on the reload. How'd you dodge my bullets there? Oh, gosh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Woohoo! There's our max ammo. Well, now... There's a buyable ending in sight, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means? It's only 30,000 points. I've got 2 pack-a-punch weapons here. I'm going to go buy my final quick revive, just in case. And if we really want to make a run at this, where'd they hide double tap? Oh, it was in the church. We're going to go grab double tap. Stamina up's also there, which might be pretty nice. You know, honestly, with how powerful these guns are, I may be able to just stand right here and just mow them down for a bit. Reloading is going to hurt, but then again, I can just swap weapons. Then again, this gun's about out of ammo, so let's not do that. Tripwire actually seems pretty good in a spot like this. Oh, hi, friend. I didn't know you could just... You know what? I probably would be okay in there, but I'm just a little nervous with my lack of ammo. So let's... Ooh, excuse me, pardon me. Stamina up and sleight of hand seem like a pretty good idea to me. So if this is Tripwire and they run into him, and... Oh, gosh. Zombies coming out of the ground on me hurt a little bit. Turns out, fun fact. Alright. You're gonna have to train them here. So the map itself, once you get to these higher rounds, it's so condensed that it is a little bit more on the difficult side. Then again, you get them down here in the alley like this, things are pretty good. So there's double points. What do? What do here, folks? Do I just... It's annoying that I killed off those dogs when I was in Last Stand. It's a lot of points, but we need it. This will probably get us to our max ammo. How you turn, friend? No, why are you dying for? What are you dying for? So, I guess to kind of go back to it a little bit, the whole thing with like the Simpsons games and stuff like that to me is I love licensed games. I really do, because video games are such like an immersive... They're an immersive thing, right? And so when it comes to like the Simpsons games, and like I described, being a big fan of the show, when you're watching the show, or at least maybe this is just me, maybe some of you guys don't feel this way, but I always wish, like, I wish that was a real thing. Like, when I watch The Walking Dead, I don't know, I wish, like, The Walking Dead was real to an extent. Like, I could go there, at least for a bit, maybe not all the time. Seems like it'd be pretty rough. But, like, The Simpsons, like, as a fan of the show, like, I wish it was real. You know, I wish I could go to Springfield. I wish I could explore the actual place. And so that's where video games come in. You know, video games like The Simpsons Hit and Run, like Road Rage, or skateboarding to a lesser extent maybe, they kind of allow fans like me to be able to explore that place. It's not the same as the show. I mean, they're very different. I mean, then again, the show's never actually consistent. They change up locations and stuff like that based on the needs of the episode, but it allows you to, like, hang out in that area. You know, when you play The Simpsons Hit and Run, you can go to, like, the school, for example. You know, the Springfield Elementary School where Bart and Lisa go. And you can just, like, walk around in the back, like, oh, here's the baseball field. You know, I remember this from this episode. You know, here's the swing. You know, here's the old schoolyard, you know, that you've seen, like, going all the way back to season 1 and stuff like that. It's not exactly the same. It never can be, but it's neat to be able to explore stuff like that. Or you go to Springfield Nuclear Plant, or you go hang out by the Quickie Mart, you know, all the places that you love about the show. And if you're not a fan of The Simpsons, I can see, like, this entire video just being really confusing. But I think a lot of people can relate to a lot of this stuff with their favorite shows, wherever that show may be. You know, maybe you're a fan of, this may be a little tricky. All right, we're gonna take him back this way. All right, now we're gonna sprint and hopefully not get caught here. Woohoo, that worked. That was a bit of a risk. Not gonna lie, we're gonna have to buy even more ammo. Maybe one of your favorite shows is, I don't know. When it comes to like animated shows, I guess it's easier to talk about. But if your favorite show is like, I don't know, Breaking Bad, I don't know, maybe you'd want to go to like some of the places they visited in the Breaking Bad. Maybe that's the thing. And what's kind of cool about The Walking Dead, I should be knifing, but there's so many zombies. What's cool about The Walking Dead is it's live action, I guess, technically. Would it be technically live action? I'm not even sure the exact definition, but you can go to those places. You know, and just the episode I'm not exactly caught up. I'm like 4 episodes behind from being caught up, but in one of them, no spoilers. I don't like spoiling anything. A couple people stumble upon like a fair at like a high school. There's like a high school with like, I don't know, like a fair behind it. And that school, I'm pretty positive, is there in real life. That area, I'm sure, is there in real life. And so if I wanted to travel to, you know, Georgia or wherever it is they're actually recording that stuff, then I could, you know, possibly walk around the same spot. You know, the prison that they were at in the earlier seasons. Like, I think I could maybe go there. I think that's an actual place, you know, it's a physical thing. But when it comes to like virtual stuff, like you always have it in your head, like what it may actually be like. And you think it'd be neat to actually be able to explore it in real life. And that's kind of how I am with Simpsons stuff. That's why licensed games are fun. I'm a big fan of licensed games, you know. If you like a show or like, what was that game that everyone thought was terrible, but I thought was mediocre? The Walking Dead Survival Instincts. It wasn't a great game. Let's be honest. I did a playthrough of it on Neurosima if you guys want to check it out. Just go there. I'm pretty sure I have a playlist for it. If not, type in Neurosima Walking Dead Survival Instincts. Or just Neurosima Walking Dead. It was a game where you play as Daryl Dixon, and you play with him. You play as him, and then I think maybe a little bit as Merle. I know Merle's involved, his brother. And it was universally kind of panned for not being a very good game, but I liked it because it puts me in that Walking Dead universe that I love so much, and allows me to walk around, loot stuff, survive, kill zombies and stuff. And, you know, I like that kind of a thing. Same thing, I don't know, when it comes to, like, the Telltale Borderlands games, it's kind of neat to be able to explore, like, a different end of the Borderlands series, a game that you already, like, know and love. It's not as if Borderlands is a television show or anything like that, but it's the same concept. Like, there's this thing that you enjoy, and I'm gonna get whacked here. There we go. There's this thing you enjoy, and you want to explore more in that universe. You just want to dive deep into it, and it's hard to do when it comes to television shows and stuff like that. So that's why licensed games, to me, are fun. So, I guess that's that. That's my rationale behind it. So, maybe there'll be some Let's Plays, or maybe some one-off videos now and then covering some of that stuff. And bam! There we go. How much points do we need? 35,000? 30,000. All right, so we can maybe get at the end of this round here. Hurry up and spawn in, you jerks. Is there anything else, though? We already checked this. There's nothing else in here. Die. 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 I know. There goes my gun. So with a good... I don't know how turned works. Can you only have one turned zombie at a time? I imagine you can. So, like, once you get a turned zombie, would it be better for me to, like, swap out to this? Oh, goodness. I can't go down this far. I mean, if I die, I die. It's whatever, but... I would prefer to just be out the map, see what happens, if anything. Probably nothing, but if anything. Hey, turn zombie. Can you do something useful? Oh, turn zombie died on me. All right, so we need to turn another zombie. So now he's turned. So now I got a big stupid zombie fighting for me. And now we're going to juke around here. We're almost up. I think at the end of this round we'll be all right. If I aim for the head a little bit more. Ooh! 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 All right. Easy there, Angry Bear. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. We're getting close. We're getting close. No. We're close, but no cigar just yet. No! Why'd you guys die to that? No! All right, real quick. Flanders house. Is there... I don't think I can get inside the front door. No. I just want to make sure there's not like a secret room that I'm missing out. I'm gonna be real disappointed. You can't go in there. You can't go into King Toots, I don't believe. All right, you're about dead. Come on, one more zombie. Show yourself. And there we go. We got our 30,000 points. We're going in. There we go. Thanks for playing. You have escaped. You survived 24 rounds. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Simpsons Springfield Zombies here in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Overall, it was a bit of good fun. And hopefully you guys will enjoy the commentary, the discussion. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.